All right. What's up? Um, Not much. What about you? We're just here for a quick and easy top 25 songs of 2018. And before I get into it, I just want to say that this has been done before. This has been done at like the very start of December, so anything that comes out in December isn't going to qualify for this list. But I've just been really excited in making it that I don't really give a shit. If you release shit in December, I'm skipping it. You know, it's not. This isn't like the biggest list ever. It's not going to be like the most fucking controversial thing I've ever done in my life. It's just a fun list that I wanted to make. And if December shit isn't in there, well, it isn't in there. I can't wait around all the bloody day. I was just excited. I didn't want to wait a month, so I'm just gonna make it now. All right. So what I'm gonna do is up there, over somewhere. I don't really know how to point. I'm going to have like a list, hopefully, in editing, and I'm just going to fill it in slowly as I announce the shit. But I do want to announce a special, what do you call it? Special guest. A special mention to a song called About You Now by A Summer High. And a lot of you will be like, what the fuck is that? But it's a cover of a song. I don't know. It's like a really weird old Disney or Nickelodeon song. Miranda Cosgrove's done a cover of it, and that's what I know it from. And then the Summer High, which is like a pop punk band, did a cover of it, and I just really like it, and I just wanted to throw it in. My list can't be 26 songs, but if it could be, that would be the 26. But I'm not gonna screw myself over. I'm gonna make it 25, make it solid, but I'm just gonna add the special mention. All right. So we start our list at number 25, which is See You in Hell by Waster. Now this song, it's so good. It's one of those songs that I had on repeat all night. Once I found out how good it was one of those things where it's like, I'm just going to put this on repeat and just deal with it. And I think if you put a song on repeat for like an entire night, that's proof that it's like godly in your opinion. You can't just put any old song on repeat the whole night. There's got to be a fucking godly song, right? The next I have is Break by Jack Larson. So Jack Larson's like a really small artist. He's got like 1,000 something followers, I think. So he's like super small, not like I'm fucking, oh my god, I'm so indie, I found him. But it's like, I just think he makes really, really cool music, and like I think he should be bigger. Feels like he should be bigger, but whatever. He's got a song called Break, which came out this year. He also got a new song called Ugly, but I prefer Break. That's the song that got me into it. It's cool. Give it a listen. Next, we have It Must Get Lonely by The Wonder Years. I fucking love The Wonder Years' new album, Sister Cities. It's so good, but it's kind of more chill and more like emotional music, that kind of thing. So it's like a bit hard to pick a favorite out of it and try and like size that up with other songs that are like super hype and super like banging and shit. So a lot of this playlist is like that, but It Must Get Lonely is a super, super cool song. It's all about, drug addiction and like how people addicted to drugs and like struggling would feel really super lonely. And it's just cool. And he's talking about his friends and like how they try and hit him up and blah, blah, blah. So that's cool. I like it. It's sad. It's whatever. And then next we have Gone by Knuckle Puck. That shit is hot. I loved Gone. Well, I should say this is the shifted version of Gone. There was a Gone original that released last year, and that was so cool. That was like just a pop punk song, pop punk / emo song. But then they went and like remixed everything, and then they made it to like almost like an electronic pop punk mix album. And this is just kind of my favorite off that, and it's just really cool. I really like it, and I like kind of it's not experimental, but for a pop punk band, it is experimental, if that makes sense. And then next we have Can't You by Amine on I was about to say Campfire for some fucking reason, on 1.5. Can't You is such a cool song. I love the whole album, but if I was just to pick like a favorite out of them, that it would be Can't You. I think it's just really cool. I would have picked Reel It In, but I just prefer Can't You, even though Reel It In has the classic, it's a hit. You wanna re-listen the hits, but Can't You is just kind of my favorite, so I put it in. Next we have Who Hurt You by Daniel Caesar. I think it's just Caesar. I don't know. I guess so. I've never really heard anyone pronounce his name, so I'm just going to assume it's Daniel Caesar. Just sounds a bit weird. But Who Hurt You? I don't know. It's a really cool song. It's only 3 minutes 52, which I guess is long, but it feels a lot longer, I guess. I don't know. It's just really cool. It feels like you're on like a journey when you listen to it. It's nice. I really like his voice. I think his voice is like spot on in this song. Then next we have Rare by Waterparks. God damn, it's one of those ones that you can just sing, you can just get with, like the vibe is so good, like the energy in the song's crazy. Waterparks is such an energetic pop filled band that is just gonna really like push the energy and like the hook and just the ultimate sound of the song. You know, they're not gonna really try and bring it down too much with, you know, emotions or trying to play with like taking the tone of the song down too much. They're always going to try and make that hit, make it really energetic, make it, you know, really vibrant. And Rare's like the ultimate enigma. I don't even know if that's the right word, but it's like all of that shit just coming together into one. It's super cool. And next we have Certified by Wiley. Now this song is just a banger, dude. It's crazy. I don't know, Certified is just a hit. It's so cool. I think it probably stands out a lot to me because everything on Godfather 2 is kind of really, it's really shit. Godfather 2 stinks, so that this song being as good as it is, standing out amongst everything, I think is quite a testament to the song itself. So, you know, that's why it deserves whatever spot. I don't actually know the spots until I get to the very end where I can count. I don't know what spot we're on, but I'm going to have a counter somewhere here anyway, so hopefully whatever spot it's sitting in works, you know, for the song. I don't know if that made sense. Next we have Mess by Lil Wayne. Now I'm telling you, this song, I wish I could put it higher, and there isn't really anything stopping me from putting it higher, but I just put it here because I felt like it deserved it. You know when like you really want something to be like top 3, but everything above it is just so good that it's kind of, oh, that's my bad, dude. Yeah, when something's so good, you just want to put it up the top, but you can't really find much excuse to boot other stuff out. It's kind of like you want everything at the top. That's this song. I think it's just so cool. It's so amazing, and it's Lil Wayne singing his little heart out, like, over some guitar. Like, hello? What more could you want? Next, we have Orlo Reloaded by Vladimir Koshmo and 6ix9ine. Now, this shit, I listened to it when it came out, and I was like, yeah, it's kind of cool, but I hated 6ix9ine at that time, so I was like, I mean, I still kind of do, but so I was like, yeah, whatever, I just shrugged it off. And then I think Jake played it in the car or something, and I don't know, something about it just resonated with me, and I just listened to it on repeat that entire night, and since then, every time I hear it, it's slapping, it's hitting. So I put it up here, and it just hits. I don't know, dude. 6ix9ine hit every bit of that song so well. Like, when he says shit on the beat, I don't know, it just fucking hits. It's crazy. And next, we have 190 or 190 or 190, I'm not sure, you know, by Zak For Less. Now, Zak For Less is a freaking OG. So, I like his I forgot what it was called. You know, I like his album, but I can't even remember the name. I don't know, it's got Blue, Cool, Sand People, all those stuffs on it, but I just don't remember the album name. And this new song, while I do think this is probably my favorite Zak For Less song. Sorry, I was about to do some philosophical shit, but I didn't think it would actually go anywhere. This is probably my favorite Zak For Less song. It's just so cool, like the really tight guitar, and you know, he's nice. The effects on his vocals, I think, are just so cool, and he's so chill. It just seems like it comes to him naturally, and that's such a nice vibe for the song, and especially the music video. It's just so chill. You know, I think Zak For Less doesn't think of himself too highly, and that's like a really, you know, cool thing for an artist, you know, to see them really humbled. I like that. Next, at Whatever Space, we have Slow Dancing in the Dark by Joji. It's just a classic. It's a ballad. It's hitting. you can scream it in the car with your boys. And that's what I was thinking when I picked this. I was like, I remember me and the boys were screaming this at the top of our lungs in the car once. And that's a, if a ballad can make you do that, that means it's doing its job, like that's doing its shit right. So Slow Dancing in the Dark definitely deserves this space. It's really good. And I think it's just a shame that the rest of the album wasn't as good as this song. And next, I think we're moving up towards the top 10, but I don't know if we're in the top 10 yet. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'll know when we're at top 10 when I reach that song. Okay, so this should be 11, 12. This is 13. So 13, we got Noticed by Lil Mosey. Oh, wrong way, that way. This was difficult because I thought I would find it really hard to pick a Lil Mosey song, and I did find it really hard to pick a Lil Mosey song, sorry, but I did not think it would be this low on the list. I thought Lil Mosey's song would be straight up there, and then I was listening to other shit, and I was just thinking, like, this shit's really, really good, but I don't know just how it stacks up with everything else. So I think Notice is his best song. I know, a lot of people just say that's the biggest song, blah, blah, but I do think it's his best song. I just do. I did have Pull Up on there for a long time, but then I was just listening. I was like, I just think Notice is like a bit better, and Greet Her as well. I think Notice is a touch better than Greet Her, but those are three definitely top three. And so Notice is just there. Can't really say much more about it. It's a really good song. Next in number 12, 12 space, we have Moon River by Frank Ocean. Now, this shit, it's the only song released in 2018, so obviously I'm going to have to put it on here somewhere. I'm a Frank Ocean fanboy, unless it was a really bad song, but it's not. It's a freaking amazing cover. It's really, really nice, and I haven't really heard the original. I think I did listen to it when this song came out, but I can't remember it, but I'm sure it does a really great job. I don't think it's really like a one-for-one cover. I think definitely Frank Ocean took it in a completely different direction. I really like that. A lot of the time people just do covers and they're just kind of rinse and repeat, like the Rihanna Tame Impala cover that you could hardly even tell the difference between them. Yikes. But, yeah, Moon River is really, really cool. I like it. It's definitely not my favorite Frank Ocean single as of late, but it's the only one in 2018, so I'm going to chuck it on there. At spot 11, we have Pet Cheetah by 21 Pilots. This song goes so hard. It's crazy. The production on this thing is fucking insane. That's why I picked this song out of the album to be my favorite. I was tossing up between Legend and Neon Gravestones and a few of the other ones like Morph, but I kind of just fell on this one just because I love the production so much, and it was the first song off the album that convinced me to stay and listen to the rest of the album, because I've always been a bit of a 21 Pilots hater. Not really hater, but I've never really gotten into their music completely. I've never really found a whole album interesting. I've definitely had a few favorites off albums in the past, but never found the whole album to be good, in my opinion. But Pet Cheetah was the song that got me into Trench, and really, I love Trench. I think Trench is one of the best albums ever made, to put it lightly. Next, we have A.S. Another Life by Amnesia Scanner. Now, pretty much no one, I think, will know this song, and I'm not trying to say that to be fucking the cool guy that knows a lot about music or anything, but it's just, I love it. It's like experimental hip-hop, bit of industrial, bit of bloody experimental, something electronic. It's very electronic as well. I just really, really like it. I think Amnesia Scanner is walking a very fine line between melodic and noise, in the sense that I think Another Life has a really strong melody, and I really, really like it for that, because it's very listenable. I think you can get into it while still being super, super experimental in that kind of sense. Whereas some of the other Amnesia Scanner songs are, they almost don't have a melody at all, so it's almost impossible for anyone. It just kind of sounds like noise. And people that listen to noise, they're like, I don't know, they're weirdos, because I have tried many times, and, I just need a strong melody to stick to, and Another Life definitely achieves this. It's super cool. I love the effects on the vocals. It's all just really amazing. Now, at number 9, we have Star Treatment by Arctic Monkeys. Now, I was and I'm still a bit iffy with this new album. I hated it and then I loved it, and now I'm kind of back on the I don't know if I like it side. But there's definitely songs off here that I like, and Star Treatment is definitely one of them. 4 stars out of 5 is definitely one of them, but I think Star Treatment's just that bit better in the fact that I think 4 stars is kind of just more traditional Arctic Monkeys, and Star Treatment is Tranquility Base Arctic Monkeys done really, really well. There is so much Tranquility Base Arctic Monkeys on this album that I don't think is any good, but Star Treatment I think is bloody amazing. I just think it's really cool. I like how slow it is. I like how it's almost like a grueling journey through the 5 minutes 55 that it runs for. It runs for a bloody long time, you know. And I think Alex's voice on this is just really, really cool. So I'm liking it. You're liking it. We're all liking it. I don't know where we're at. I don't know what number. I can't really read and I can't really be bothered. But next up, we have Icarus by With Confidence. Now, this song is like Rare from before, wherever the hell that is, if I can point at it. Let's see if I can get it. I think Rare would be like there, but I'm probably super wrong. Anyway, what am I doing? AS Another Life. No, Icarus. Icarus With Confidence. What am I talking about? Yeah, that is so good. Icarus is so good. It's like the best song ever. It's super like energetic and stuff, and it's just kind of a cliche breakup song in a sense, but I really, really love it, and the energy is definitely there. And you know, I think there's a line, I can't remember it off the top of my head because I'm talking and I can't really like think of the melody and think of the lyrics and all that, but it's something about like I hope you break your neck or something, and he like screams that, and it's like really meaty. I love it. And that's like pop punk at its like most energetic, most like, it's almost like the more cliche pop punk gets, almost the better it can get, you know. It's one of those things that it's almost like as long as you stick to the script and then kind of just throw your own take on it, you know, you can really hit the nail on the head for a pop punk fan. Anyway, next we have Trippy Red with Wicked. Now, this song is amazing. I love it. Trippy Red, I haven't really been the biggest fan of. Not that I dislike him at all. It's just I never really got into his albums fully from top to bottom until now. But with A Love Letter to You 3, I thought there was some really, 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 really good songs on there. There was some misses, but, you know, as long as an album delivers some high highs, you know, I'm happy. As long as you got something on there that I like, that's all right. And so Wicked, I just think, is the highest of the highs, and I think it's just a really, really good song, and I really want to listen to it right now because I'm just talking about it. It's one of those things that I can't talk about without wanting to really listen to, and I almost want to replace it with the next spot, and I'm not going to because that's going to screw up my ordering, but, you know, just between you and me, I want to switch these two, but, you know, I'm not going to do it mid-video because that'll just make my life so much harder. And then next, or fake next, we have Dennis by Roy Blair. And I think that's in the 6th spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's in 6th spot. So Dennis by Roy Blair, that's his, I think his only song this year. But I love this song as well. You know, I think it's freaking amazing. I think it's just it's very classic Roy. You know, he hasn't really taken any risks, so hasn't really gone too crazy with it, but I just think he's perfected this one. It's really, really cool. It's really great. If you haven't heard Roy, listen to Roy. If you do hear Roy, keep listening to him because he's bloody cool and I like him a lot. That's all I can say. And next, we have Aforementioned by a band called Bearings. Now, once again, blah, blah, blah. Bearings are a small band. I think they have like 11,000 followers or something. And Aforementioned is their lead single off their latest album. I have like all their merch and stuff. I'm like a weird, faraway fan. They're a Canadian band. And this is my favorite song off the album. The lead single, favorite song. I brought a shirt and a vinyl. I've never actually brought a vinyl before in my life. And I brought a vinyl for these guys. Hold on, it's right there. Hold on. Let me grab it for you. So I got the vinyl out, right? And I was like showing the camera and stuff. But then I realized in the reflection of the vinyl, I was spoiling the next songs. So I'm gonna have to cut that out and put this in. But this is the only vinyl I own. And it's for this band and this album that the song's on. So it must be pretty good. Alright, at number 4 space, we have Realer and Realer by Future and Juice WRLD. I mean, this was gonna be up there anyway. I mean, what can I say? What can I fucking say? It's that this shit's been on repeat. It was like a whole month that this shit was on repeat. I love this song so much. It's like crack to me. But then again, this whole top 5 is like crack. I've listened to all this top 5 so many times on repeat. I reckon between them all, they have easily over 1,000 listens. Like, it's been dangerous. It's been dangerous stuff. So yeah, I'm going to say Real and Realer for that one. It's just so cool. And it's one of the few Future songs that I genuinely think is really, really great. Because I don't really like Future that much, but I just think Juice WRLD really delivered and all that blah, blah, blah. These are two people I would have not expected to love so much on a song, but I do. So that's it. Next up, at number 3. You guessed it. Well, you didn't, probably. But it's San Marcos by Brockhampton. Now, you're guessing what's number 1 and number 2. If it's not Brockhampton, what could be up there? I don't know. There's one thing that you probably know. It's one of the two, but you don't know. But yeah, Brockhampton. Killed it. Absolutely killed it on Iridescence. I think it was really cool. And then if I had to pick out a favorite, it'd be San Marcos. I was really tossing up between this and I, Tonya. Not I, Tonya, sorry, just Tonya. But I just went with this because I think the overall vibe of the song is a bit better. I think everyone kind of gets to chill out and do their thing a little bit more. You know, everyone's kind of got more of a presence, if that makes sense. And especially the Triple J live recording of this is insanely good. It's better than the album version, but in a sense it's not, because the album version's crisp and clear and, album whatever. I don't know what I'm saying. But I was going to put Tonya on just for the Bareface verse that I think is the best verse in the entire album, but I just went with that one because I like it a touch more. And then number 2, drumroll please. Is it going to be Sicko Mode or is Sicko Mode 1? You know, that's pretty much what it's boiling down to. And look, I'm going to spoil the fun. It is Sicko Mode. Sicko Mode, sadly, didn't get the number 1 spot. I'm sorry. Okay? Don't spit at me. But I put it here. I mean, it beats everything else. So look, Sicko Mode up there. Now, I'm not really putting Sicko Mode up because I enjoy it personally. Not like I love Sicko Mode, obviously. It's like, it's a meme how much I love it, but I do really love it. I think the middle section is the best. It's like the best shit ever. Like the Travis Scott section in the middle is almost like the best piece of hip hop I've heard in fucking God knows how long. Like, I could almost not think of anything that I think is kind of a better slice of the hip hop pie, in my opinion. But I don't really know. I don't really know how much that stacks up in terms of the song. I don't know if that takes away from the Drake parts. You know, I don't think Drake's parts are that amazing, but I just think the song as a whole, and especially the middle part, just takes it to like another level. And especially the amount of enjoyment I've gotten out of this song, you know, just playing it in the car with friends and we all just absolutely scream it. It's like, Sicko Mode just has to fucking be up there, top 3 at least, on everyone's list that enjoys it. Because, look, you gotta give props where props is due. This is one of the craziest songs you've ever heard and I've ever heard. And it's just, it deserves every bit of bloody hype it gets, you know? Sicko Mode. I don't know. It brought out the academics meme. Look, that's enough. And then, to one single person on this planet, this next pick isn't going to be a surprise. But to everyone else, this is going to be like the biggest what the fuck moment ever. And I think, look, I'm going to say before that I know I'm currently hyped and that this was a sudden, that I've just started listening to this. So obviously I'm going to think it's really, really great at the moment. But I'm just going to put it here because that's my current thoughts, you know? I'm not going to beat around the bush and like be like, oh, I think it's hyped right now, so I'm just going to try and account for that and put it lower. You know, fuck that. I really like it. I think it's the best song of the year. And that, my friends, is Clary by 88 Glam. And what can I say? This song's like crack music. And technically, this mixtape released in 2017, but it got re-released on streaming services by XO, the whatever weekend label thing, in April or August or something. So technically, it's a 2018 album mixtape thing. So I'm gonna fucking take it. I think 88 Glam Reloaded is one of the best things I've ever heard. I love it from top to bottom. I think it's freaking amazing. And this song is like Kingpin. However, I do know I'm hyped at the moment and it's probably going to drop down a bit. And that's okay. I did say this list wasn't very serious. But, you know, at the moment, I do think Clary is up there. Definitely, at least, my favorite song at the moment. You know, if it drops down, it drops down. But, I mean, I'm not going to fucking fight anyone about that, you know? You know what I'm saying, you know? What if I talk without my lips moving? Clary is my favorite song. I really love it. I think it's a really good song. And I think it really deserves... That's like demonic. I was staring at myself. I'm going to stop this before it gets to half an hour, but thanks for tuning in. It's almost like a podcast. Thanks for tuning into my podcast, guys. I really liked it. Thank you for supporting the channel. Remember to click like and subscribe. Wait. Thank you for tuning into the channel. Remember to click like and subscribe if you want to support the channel. Comment down below your favorite. I can't say favorite. Your favorite song of 2018. Die. I was trying to say bye, but the only way you can say bye is by saying die. That ain't happening, Chief. I'm not going to tell my audience die. What? Die. Go die. Go freaking die, dude. Leave some hate.